I've been avoiding this one like the plague, but it can't be avoided any longer. Rambo, First Blood, Part 2 for the Sega Master System. And this is our Tuesday night live stream, of course. But this is also in response to another YouTuber's contest that just happens to coincide with my need to play this game. And the link to that channel will be in the description of this video. Thomas Torre is his name, and Let's Suck Videos instead of Let's Play is his game. Now, Thomas plays some really good stuff. He's recently tackled Castlevania, Rygar, which is another thorn in my ass, but I'm not going there. I'm not even touching Rygar right now. Right now, my beef is with Rambo First Blood Part 2. Part of the contest requirements were a video response claiming a game as my nemesis. So, Thomas, if you're watching, here it is. And there's a reason Rambo is my nemesis. When I got my Sega Master System at the tender young age of 7 years old, it came with Hang On and Safari Hunt, like you would expect, but my folks also picked me up a copy of Rambo. We've always been a Rambo family. Captain Retro has joined us. Welcome, Captain. But this is like the oldest standing game in my collection. This is the exact copy. I'm not even playing the EverDrive right now. I'm playing the cartridge. The copy that I received on that fateful day. And I've had the game ever since, and I've never beaten the damn thing. And I don't know if that ends today. Again, this is my nemesis. This game is frickin' ridiculous. Let's go, Rambo. I'm not playing on an EverDrive because I can't take the chances that the ROMs are any bit off in their rhythms, as often they are. I'm playing the original cartridge. I know what has to be done to win. And I don't even think Sega of America knew at the time that I questioned them as a young lad. They sent me a printed piece of paperwork back that explained in what order and in what ways you needed to attack the final boss. And it was wrong. Now, I've seen it done, because we live in a great age today where you can pull up YouTube and watch some other Fruit Loop do it. So now I know what they meant, but how would anybody have figured that out on their own? Anything that has to be shot in a certain rhythm or pattern, it's ridiculous. I can't get them off of me. But yeah, it bothers me that a game I've had that many years has not been beaten. There's no excuse for it. And it's not that I just put it down and never came back. I've come back many times. But it just doesn't happen. This game also falls under my category of my new series starting soon, known as Sega Did It Better. Sega didn't have hardly any third-party support. Therefore, they did not have Commando on their system. This was kind of their answer to it. Plays just like it. Oh, I was so sure that hit me. Oh my god. A second L. And this no doubt looks and plays better than Commando. No disrespect, you know I love Commando, you know I love the series, you know I love Bionic Commando. But Rambo was just fantastic. Whoa, getting close there. And this game is almost like a game... No, that didn't hit me! I'm going to sit here and talk, and I'm going to end up getting my ass kicked. But we're just in training right now. Nobody said we were going to beat this tonight. That's just... I didn't expect it in the training. I didn't expect it all those years ago. I don't expect it now. Captain asks if I still have the letter. I don't know what letter he's referring to. Oh, he's talking about what Sega sent me. No, you know what? I don't have those. I don't know what happened to those. Sega used to do that. You could write them, or you could call the hotline and just say, look, I give up. I don't know what to do here. And they had printouts on the ready for their games, and they would send you like a little hint sheet, or at least a how-to in this case. We're joined by Mr. Venegas Games and Toys. Later on this week, we'll be looking at a unboxing video of a package we received from Mr. Venegas. Some really cool stuff in there, and I mean some really cool stuff. Some of which I expected, some of which I did not. And that always makes for a fun time. Oh, you gotta get the angle just right. I've been playing this on the damn 6-button Genesis controller through the power base converter. Now I'm using the Sega pad, and I think that's throwing me. And I should have never switched, but you know, you get accustomed to a certain feel. My Master System is just on display. Seldom does it get any use because it just doesn't need to. Let's explain the icons here on the screen. The L is for long-range bullets. Once you pick up the L, you have long-range bullets. Pretty cool. But that's not where it stops. And again, this is explained in the letter from Sega. And a lot of people probably know this in this day and age, but we didn't know it then as kids. If you pick up more than one L, I mean, you get some arrow bombs with it, but it doesn't change the range of the weapon. Long range is long range. The secret was, if you got 3 of the L's, and then you had to get 3 of the S's, which is strong or smart bullets, where they'll actually go through an enemy and keep on going to the next target, you will get 99 arrow bombs to use. Dude, fuck you! Unbelievable, that shit! I can't do this controller. Don't worry, this is not the only time we're going to play this tonight. Get off of there, you piece of shit! I gotta switch back to the 6 button. This pad is just janky. That's one thing I guess I can't deny that Sega did not do better was the controller. There's no pause on the thing. I don't know whose thought process that was. And the pad, unfortunately, while it may be more comfortable, it's not more accurate than Nintendo's Entertainment System D-pad. But yeah, I wish I still had the letters from Sega on some of these games. I remember the one for Alex Kidd in Miracle World. That thing smoked my brain. I mean, it was just unbelievable. So you want me to do what now? I mean, it was such cryptic crap. And that's the only thing that bothers me. I don't mind the challenge. I don't mind the difficulty. What I mind is that you implemented something into your game that no one could have ever figured out. A series of 7 different blocks that have to be walked over multiple times in a specific order? Otherwise a Grim Reaper comes out that can't be damaged and kills you instantly? What kind of a freaking sadistic thing is that to put in your game? And Rambo's not much kinder. As you notice, the end bosses are not really bosses. They're these barricades that block you from getting to the next stage. You have to kill a certain amount of enemies, which will then prompt the thing to start glowing, and that allows you to destroy it with an arrow bomb and advance forward. We are joined by Robert Payne. Welcome, Robert Payne, to our Tuesday night stream. But when you get to the very last one, the rules all change. Nothing tells you that they change. They just do. You can't blow up the center. because you actually have to blow up the sides, and there's nothing indicating that they can be destroyed, but they have to be, and this is the only time in the game in which you destroy anything other than the center of a barricade. So how are you supposed to know that? Now you could say, well, just hit it to see what happens if you ran out of things to try. Well, sure. But that's kind of hard to do when it shoots back at you. It's one of those Silver Surfer moments where the lines of what you have to dodge, the reality of it is so ball-breaking. There's absolutely no way in hell you could do it. Sega's answer to it was to hit it 5 times facing right from that side, and then 4 times going left facing from the other side, and then 5 times forward in the center, and then the whole thing would blow up. That is incorrect. You can actually hit either side from any angle facing any way as long as it hits. That doesn't matter. And it can even be destroyed with bullets. I mean, again, the rules are completely different now. All of a sudden, the bullets damage it, and it takes a few of them. But you're not even going to try that, because what you already know, what the game has trained you to know, is that the bullets are not what destroys this thing. You have to hit it with an arrow bomb. So you're not even going to try it. So if you can destroy the left and the right side with bullets, which, believe me, it shoots more and bigger bullets than you have at you the whole time, then you can blow up the center and you win. Here's the problem with that. You're going to have to get there with the L and the S intact. You've got to have the strong bullets and the long shot, or you're not going to be able to actually be in range. You can't get it that close to the barricade, or it will demolish you with giant cannonballs. Can't be that close. Rambo's so slow, there's no way he can dodge that. And Sega said that when you had 3 of each and got the 99 arrow bombs, well, that is convenient, they said that was why you had to have it, because you had to have a total of 15 arrow bombs at least to blow up the wall. So they were wrong. Whoever typed that up did not know how to play the game. It's interesting. Again, we live in a great age where you can pull up YouTube and see somebody that did it, and you just want to ask them. And I believe I did the one time I saw it on here. People don't often respond, but how did they know to do that? You know, and maybe they watched somebody and learned. But who's the first person to realize how to play this stupid-ass game? And as much as I hate the game, I love it that much more because, again, aside of the pack-in game that came with the Sega Master System, this is the first video game I ever owned on console. So it's special to me in that regard. It's nostalgic to me in that regard. Yes, that grenade falls wherever you are. There's nothing you can do. They spawn where you are. They do that at the end boss as well. Plus there's a grenade launcher on the left side. There's a grenade launcher on the right side. Both launching grenades that you either way that produce shrapnel. You still have grenades raining on you, so if you find a safe spot, you can't stay there for more than 5 seconds because the grenade's going to come out. It's luck at the draw whether or not there's tanks on the screen, but there's usually at least 2. You don't have time to destroy them because you can't get in position because the grenades are falling on you. Never mind the fact that there's warriors coming out at you with every angle with more powerful rifles than the average ones that come out. I mean, you literally don't have a snowball's chance in hell. Welcome Jason Rotbergs to the stream, and he asked, which one is this? Rambo for the Sega Master System? And yes, sir, you are correct. That is exactly what this is. Again, this is a video response to another YouTuber, Thomas Torre, who is doing a contest in which you have to name a game that pissed you off and a game that is your nemesis. Really, that could be one and the same, but in this case, it's not necessarily. Not for me. There's games that piss me off, but I've stuck with them until I won. And my God, I've stuck with this game for over 30 years now, and it's still kicking my ass. And I'm sure there's somebody somewhere that, oh, I can speedrun that in 2 minutes and beat it without dying. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I never claimed I was good at games. I just claimed I know a lot about them and I own a shit ton of them. And that has a value too. But eventually, along the line, you get good at something. But not this. There's always a break in the rules there, you know? I need that. That killed you and you know it. lot of times you end up using your arrow bombs to clear out large groups of enemies. And while you don't want to waste them, this is still a necessary strategy for your own safety, because eventually you just get overrun. And assuming you're going to blow up every concentration camp that you come to, and you are, you're going to get reloads, and you get 5 more at the end of every stage, because they will not leave you without arrow bombs, so that you can blow up the barricade when the time is right. But Rambo only shoots 2 pathetic bullets at a time, and you have to wait till they disappear from the screen to shoot another one. And you just get to these little moments where you can't shoot, and this game's all about a rhythm of making sure that you don't overfire, so that when you're getting overrun, you got 2 bullets in the hole and you're ready to shoot them. Funny because on the cover he's holding an M60, literally the antithesis of having only 2 bullets to shoot. Well, in this he's got a little pea shooter sticking out of his wiener that does hardly anything. And you know, there's like all the other great games of our time that are in this genre, like Contra and whatever else, Mercs, anything you've enjoyed, there's weapon upgrades, you get better guns, you get spread shots. Could you imagine if I had a spread shot right now? I could be free-handing an oil painting with one hand and beating this game with the other if you had that going on. But you don't. You have the same stupid little 2-bullet cannon the whole time. You can get long range, and you can get it to where it'll go through an enemy and keep on going. And that's the extent of it. You upgrade your arrow bombs, and you get them to where they produce the shrapnel, like the tank shells, which gets you a nice spread effect, like that. The bloom on it, of course, is going to take out more enemies. See how well that worked? I took out all 3. And we're in there like swimwear, but dadgum, boy. You get an extra life every level. So it's a little forgiving in that sense. And as you see, I got 27 arrow bombs loaded up right now. A lot of good that's going to do. Because this level is so hard, a cat can't scratch it. These snipers come out and they've got super long range, and there's cops on motorcycles. This is funny because obviously this is not something that happens in First Blood Part 2. This is almost a kickback to First Blood. Like he's taking on the police in the old abandoned hick town from hell. The question mark acts as a smart bomb, but once you've got one already collected on the current life, it actually gives you an extra life instead. Sometimes that's not the desired effect anyway. Sometimes you're really counting on that being a smart bomb, and then you forget it's not gonna be, and you're like, I'm gonna pick this up and he's gonna die, and no, he's still there and he killed me! You cannot see past the doorway here. Oh my god, that one went right up my patoot, and somehow it didn't kill me. Roop-a-doop! Oh shit. It doesn't matter what bridge you go on, either one you're screwed to some degree. One or both of them will have motorcycles on them. And snipers with rifles. Oh, I thought I had nowhere to go. You can stay on the water right there and he'll never stop blinking. So that if there is a problem... I had nowhere to go there. If there is a problem, you can wait for it to clear, like right now. I don't want to come out of my invincibility in the midst of any of these clowns. So I'm going to wait till they get off screen. There, now they're all over there. Good lord! Eat an arrow bomb. Jerk. you too. And when you die, you lose your L, your S, and all your arrow bombs except 5. So, not quite as bad, but almost as bad as the Gradius factor, where it's like, if you die, you might as well just reset it. It's not really like that, because you always have a chance to get a random drop of an L or an S from an enemy, and fuck you, that didn't hit me. Robert Payne says his Nemesis was Friday the 13th from the NES. You know, I never owned Friday the 13th. In fact, I still don't think I do. No, that's it. I'm dead. There's still one more level after this. Can't believe I didn't get to it. But we're not done. I'm going to put in the Genesis controller and see if the D-pad on that helps me. Oh, that actually started it when I inputted it. Piece of trash. Oh, that feels so much better. Oh, it feels like I just took a massive dump. There's hardly any give in the control pad on the Sega Master System, so you're just mashing it in hopes that it does something. That certain level of responsiveness has to be there so that you know if something went wrong control-wise, it was 100% your fault. I remember that they had a controller, and tell me if you remember these, on the NES back in the day. It was aftermarket. But it had a pad that, like, sensed your finger. It wasn't one that moved. You just touched it. And I was like, man, I wouldn't want that. Because, I mean, who even knows if you're depressing it? That just bothered me. Honestly, the NES Max is a little like that sometimes. Already dead. There's an L on the screen, so I'm going to keep going. I suck. Jason Rotberg says he just got back from a trek to pick up some Atari games. There may not be any other nobler reason for having left your home. Love picking up Atari games I don't have. And the thing is nobody ever wants that much for them. I saw a guy at the flea market this weekend that only wanted $1 a hit on them. Now, he didn't have anything I didn't have. But they were in horrible condition anyway. It's hard to find Atari games in good condition. For some reason, they're always wet. I mean, like, all wrinkly from water damage. I've attributed this to where they've worked their way a little bit further down the storage ladder to where it's like, you know, maybe you got a Nintendo in your attic, but the Atari, these people got them under the house, getting soaked, chewed on by the dog. Atari's just forgotten. It has to be unearthed from the depths. But it's great if you can find some in good condition. I have to actually say that did hit me. I gotta disagree with that. That soldier got shortchanged. But Jason, if you're doing a pickup video on those, I'll be sure to watch. I'd like to see what you got. I find a lot of Atari stuff at Second and Charles that's in really good condition. And it's like, who? I mean, either you're shipping this in from your other stores, or, I mean, who's trading this stuff in? I mean, a few weeks back, I got that He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and it was in great shape. $5. Worth at least double that. Really happy to pick that up. Oh, boxed ones, you say? That's nice. I love some Star Raiders. Used to have so much fun with that game, and still do. I mean, to this day. Star Raiders, we put that custom control pad on there and turn out all the lights and pretend we were in a spaceship when we were little. And it was so stupid, but it just showed you that, you know, the only boundaries of these games was your imagination. And while those games, archaic as they were, might have required a lot more of said imagination, I had it in spades. And it was just so much fun. So I've even done that with Molly. We've took her stuffed animals in there and played Spaceship with the Star Raiders game, and it's easy to pretend you're on a ship. We're joined by Jason Joseph. Welcome, Jason, to the stream. And Jason's reminded me that I'm not doing any Stallone lines, and that was also something I needed to do while we were doing this. So, in the spirit of it, yes.
Murdoch, I'm coming to get you.
These are the people you protect with your pain. You know, the music in this game, the intro at least, is pretty much Dead Nuts rendition of the movie theme. And this stays pretty much in line with what, I mean, there isn't really a storyline per se, but it has the feel and the ambiance at least. Unlike Rambo on the NES, which is based on Rambo 2, but we all know what happens in that. He's knife fighting everything, including a flamingo and the giant spider, and it's just like, wait, what? What are you doing, Rambo? You're under arrest, Rambo. Again. Clear out. That didn't hit anybody.
Mission accomplished.
I don't want any more hurt! I didn't do anything!
They're all dead, sir.
Company leader to Raven. Rambo, do you read me? Over.
They're all dead, sir. There wouldn't have been any trouble if it wasn't for that king shit cop. All I wanted was something to eat. They do first blood, not me.
Well, if you're gonna send that many, you remember one thing. What's that? A good supply of body bags. Yee. It was shrapnel or a tank shell. Which one did I want? You literally have to fall with the grenade, get in line with it so that the shrapnel goes above and below you. It's so silly. And such a pain in the ass. All the action on the screen just stops. As soon as there's a grenade, everybody's like, well, let's get in line with the grenade. Let's fall in formation here. There's no getting away from it. If you run past it, then you're going right into the trajectory of the shrapnel. A lot of the enemies exhibit different behaviors. Sometimes the tanks don't seem to shoot bullets, they just shoot the shells. Sometimes instead of bazooka men, there's a flamethrower guy. Or sometimes vice versa. Or sometimes neither. And sometimes when you get to the end barricade, there might be a tank parked there, there may not. There may be one bazooka guy, there may be none. So many variables about how you could have the best run of your life in this game. And since there's no set arrangement on the boss battles, then there's always going to be that variable. I could have the world's record speed run, but had tanks to get rid of on the boss battles, and then somebody beat my record because on their particular playthrough they didn't by the luck of the draw. That makes it tough. I played this game so much as a kid because we all talk about this. When you get a game at that age, you know, back then what we paid for these games was a lot of money. You were going to be playing that game for a long time. That was the game. It'd be a long time before you got another one. We were by no means rich people, that was for sure. Been trained to eat things that would make a billy goat puke. God didn't make Rambo. I made him. Oh, let's go ahead and do a Rambo 3 line. What the hell? God would have mercy. He won't. You're under arrest, Rambo. Troutman is awesome. Got such a hard on for Rambo. Outrunning shrapnel. And here's the thing, this game had couch co-op. You can play it 2-player. There's a made-up character named Zane that shows up to be the second player, who's basically a black Rambo with a yellow headband. But he doesn't really help matters because there's not going to be 2 concentration camps to blow up, so you're constantly saying, okay, well, you go ahead and get that, you need it more. Well, you go ahead and get the power up, you need it more. The truth is, nobody needs it more than anyone else. You need everything this game will offer you. It's impossible. And in my older age now, I'd like to see how that measures up playing this co-op with a person. But you know, there are games that are just like that, where it just seems like when you play them 2-player, it's just chaos. And there's some games that you already just know it because the enemies double when you play the 2-player mode. A lot of beat-em-ups are like that. So.
What's your name, soldier?
Cathcart, sir. Robert A.
What you got in the back, Robert A?
M60. Eventually, as part of our Stallone-a-thon, when we get that going, we're going to take a look at Rambo, the video game for PS3, a rail shooter that many people describe as one of the worst games they've ever seen in their life. A game I describe as an absolute freaking triumph. It's got quick time events from the movie. It goes through all the movies except the newest one, of course. And even though it's a rail shooter, it's easy in this day and age to say that like it's a bad thing. And in this case, it's just not. It completely works. It's fun to play. And when he goes into his rage mode, you know, the whole screen goes red. And I think the bullets do more damage or some shit like that. But as soon as you hit the button, he goes, he does this Rambo scream. He does the one from where, in fact, you can pinpoint the exact, you shouldn't be able to, but you can pinpoint the exact one that it is. It's the one from First Blood where they've got him jacked up in the jailhouse, and the guy's got the straight razor, and he's like, okay, easy does it. I'm just going to shave you, partner. And then Rambo flashes back and sees, you know, the dude cutting his chest with the knife, and You know, he does the Stallone lip from hell, buddy, and that's the one. That's the exact scream they used for that. And a fan made this. That's all you can say. Whoever it was responsible for the game is as hardcore into Rambo as I am. Oh, that was sweet. I wasn't sure that was going to reach. Yeah, see, like right here, there's a grenade launcher, but it's unmanned. But often it will be manned. That's a short step just to go ahead and kill the guy. But depending on the rhythm in which you come into the screen, he might launch a grenade. That grenade shrapnel may kill you depending on where you are or how you're boxed in by opponents. It's all chance. And that can change everything in this game. The only thing that doesn't change are the placements of the frickin' prison camps. Those stay the same. But enemy spawns and the bigger enemies... Oh, that took off Rambo's eyebrows right there. It's all random, and it really makes it difficult sometimes. You're already on a screen that's overrun. You advance a little past it only to find that there's 2 tanks there when there would normally be 1 or none. And it's like, oh my god, I can't deal with this right now. I'm going to have to lose a life. Contra does that a lot too. There's many situations in Contra where there are so many bullets on screen, you are guaranteed to die. And that's why I don't really believe anybody, oh, I beat it in 3 men, I don't need the code. Yeah, you need the code. And by the off chance that you don't need the code, you'll need the code next time. You need the code. Don't kid yourself. And you know what? If you don't, post a video. I'd love to see it. But you need the code. They put the code for a reason. Everybody knows the code for a reason. There's t-shirts depicting the instructions on how to do the 30-men code. It's so popular. You do not beat that in 3 men, because there are more than 3 instances in which there is nowhere for you to go and nowhere for you to dodge. And these are not parts of a game that you can improve upon or do better. I don't even know what killed me. Don't even know what hit me there. Can't fucking see because of this freaking wall. Those are not areas you can improve upon. Those are just random spawns, random scenarios in which you're screwed because there was just nowhere to go due to on-screen enemies and bullet fire. Those walls are bullshit. Oh, God. Really did not need to lose my arrow bombs right there. But you are almost guaranteed a death on this stage. It's so difficult. I'm running backward and I'm outrunning a bullet. And you know, again, to compare this to Commando, you can't turn around, shoot backwards, go backwards. I'm dead. There's no... 2 grenades on a bridge? Where am I going to go? Go ahead and wait for this guy to move. I'm not spawning in the middle of 3 of these Rangers. What's funny is the Rangers are holding little pistols. I spawn back in a motorcycle runs over me. That's hilarious. But yeah, the Rangers are holding pistols, and they have a higher fire rate and distance rate than the soldiers carrying rifles. Where was I going to go there? Be a wise ass. What do you hunt with a knife? Leave the ink on the hand. There's nowhere to go. Rambo's so slow. He's like an old man that forgot his walker. I mean, it's so hard to maneuver him. The bullets are literally faster than you. And again, to compare this to something like Gradius or a shooter like that, that's why you would get the speed power-ups, because without them, you're screwed. There are so many projectiles that are going to outrun you. Well, Rambo doesn't get an upgrade in that department. The bullets are always faster than him. And sometimes... there's just not a damn thing you can do about it. Oh, come on. They died in that explosion, and they know it. Alright, so we're going to get 1 life. We're going to go to the 6th and final round, and we're still not going to win. So on this one, we got frogmen, dudes with a frickin' rocket launcher cannonball thing on their shoulder. We got tanks. We got flamethrowers. We got frickin' bazooka men. You name it, we got it on this one. My explosions are green now for some reason. Don't know what's going on with that. Frogmen are pretty mobile. They're about as deadly as the Rangers on the other one. We even have these scary rocks from Nickelodeon Legends of the Hidden Temple or some shit, and they shoot glowing hot coals at Rambo. Cannonball dude ain't playing. You gotta stay away from that dude. And these grenade launchers in the wall right here. I mean, what, you gotta get all the way over, and if you do, it won't matter. Because on the other side is a thing that launches cannonballs. Sometimes there's 2 tanks here. Right now there's 1. That's not a lot of relief. Look at this you gotta get through. Almighty knows. And I'm dead. We are joined by Bianca 8-Bit Wolf. Welcome, Bianca. Bianca herself is quite the Sega enthusiast. One of the things I love about her. Nothing wrong with being ultra Sega heavy. And I'm looking forward to her stream later on this month of Sonic Mania when that launches. And an unboxing, because I'm sure you got the collector's edition. And Limited Run is doing their launch of the collector's edition for Wonder Boy 3 Dragon's Trap Friday, so if you're wanting one of those, make sure you get on the site and watch the countdown. I'm definitely ordering a copy. Already got it digitally, don't care. I want a Wonder Boy soundtrack. I will bump it in the car, just warning you. Look at this. We got 2 Grenadiers, a Strafer, and then the regular spawning enemies. Again, that's not always going to be that way, and because of that, you can't really predict it. You can't say, okay, well, this is the part with this. You don't know. It may not be there, or there may be 2 of it. It has nothing to do with if you play 2-player or not. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's just a random spawn. Not even saying that's a flaw of the game. It's just, it's a challenge. It's a problem for Rambo. It's not what Rambo wants done. I can tell you that much. Yeah, you died in that explosion. So did the camp. Dude, way too many of these fuckers out here. So you gotta remember, on the second one, you get an extra life out of it unless you've died since you got the first one. Because if you go over there picking that up, like, oh, that's going to eliminate everybody, and then I can walk right into this guy, and it's cool, and then it gives you an extra life, and it doesn't do that, and the guy pulls the trigger on his gun, you're done. When you're nuts to butts with any enemy in this game, you're done for, because they're going to release a bullet that you'll never see, and you die. You don't die by touching them, but you might as well. If you've touched them, it's probably already too late. Whew. So we come out of there with 5 men and 30 arrow bombs. We're getting our Rambo legs here. I say I play this a lot, but it's been a few years since I've grinded on this. A few years and a newborn baby later, I'm having to get back to a lot of things. Hey, that brings up an interesting topic. Again, I'm playing this on the original cartridge, the one I got when I was 7 years old. Still have it. It's very special to me. Don't have to. I can play it on EverDrive. Not the point. Here lately, I've been discussing with some of my colleagues about the fact that these ROMs, while they may look the same, the rhythms are not. That's even evident in certain downloadable versions of Nintendo games straight from Nintendo. For instance, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out! Can't play it on a Wii. Can't do it. It's wrong. The timing is just wrong. And I can't unlearn the right timing. So I'm getting beat by easy people instead of going all the way to Tyson like I'm blindfolded. Like we're used to doing in the game. That's but one of many examples. I'm sitting here grinding on Castlevania the other night, and I can't beat Dracula for nothing. I can't get the timing down. I don't know what's wrong. And then, you know, I'm talking to Henry the Heartbreak Kid here, and he's dogging me. He's like, nah, man, I can beat it in 20 minutes. What are you talking about? And then he plays it on the NES, and he does. But then he tries it on the NES Classic, and he's like, oh my god, dude, I can't get past Frankenstein. The timing's off. Quit playing it on that. You've got to go back to the cartridge. And I'm like, but I haven't been playing it on the cartridge. So is that why I couldn't beat Dracula the other night? Are the ROMs off in timing? And if so, how many different games is that a problem on? Or is it all of them? In some cases, is it too little of a difference to really notice? Or is it there and we're just not noticing it because we suck at the game all of a sudden? We're like, oh, I'm just out of practice. Well, it's easy to say that. We're all collectors here pretty much. You got hundreds if not thousands of games. You don't play them all every day. You're not up to speed on all of them. On 8-bit games, a subtle difference like that is all it takes to throw you. So again, that's why I opted to play this on the actual cartridge tonight, just in case. Because again, you can't unlearn the right timing on 8-bit games. And if you do, you've done yourself a disservice. Because eventually you go back the other way and you're playing it on a cartridge again, and then you're back to sucking. Jason says if it's not on a hard console, it doesn't count. Well, there's definitely a higher percentage that there could be something wrong. There's a lot of ROMs out there that are not perfect, too, and are non-functional, and sometimes can crap out on you. While, you know, playing with the actual game and hardware is not an option for everybody, you should try to make it to where it is, because ultimately, optimally, that's what you want. And I know that there's a lot of games that are more expensive now than they've ever been in the past, but a lot of them aren't. Man, probably gonna jinx it, but we got 44 arrow bombs and 7 men. Rambo's rolling up tough. So as you see, when this one starts, you pan all the way over with your invincibility to avoid the strafing guy, because he's always there. But then, that's where they get you. You need to work back over. Because there could be a flamethrower guy here, and there is, but that's better than walking up nose to nose with a tank. You don't want to do that. Rambo. But again, as I mentioned earlier, this is not just our Tuesday night live stream, but a video response to the contest from a YouTuber, Thomas Torre. He does the Let's Suck videos, and he asks, what is your Nemesis game? So this is my Nemesis, man. I've had this game over 30 years in my collection, and it's not beaten yet. I can't say that enough, because it just doesn't make sense. How long can you play a game and eventually just not be able to finish it? Are they asking too much of us here? And are the people that are beating it on YouTube, are they playing legit versions? I don't want to be sour grapes or act like I'm calling anyone's bluff, but, you know, in checking out the speedrun community, and Captain Retro and I recently did a podcast topic of this, the speedrun community is so badly poisoned with fake ROMs, fake versions, that it's like, you know, it's hard to take anything you see on YouTube at face value anymore, because, I mean, there's no officiating. I can't prove you're playing the real deal. I mean, I saw a guy beat Double Dragon in like 6 minutes, but he beat every enemy with one kick. We all know that that's not how it works. The hell would you play a beat-em-up game for that everyone died in one hit? Not the real version of the game, man. I watched a guy beat Super Mario Brothers also in like 6-7 minutes. And he was running through piranha plants and just all kind of weird stuff. And people are calling him on it in the comments, you know, and not responding. Oh, world record. No, it's not. It's not a world record. You suck. And the thing is, the guy has mad skills if you watch him, you know. He goes through the physical obstacles of the level with ease, but, you know, the enemies can't hurt him. That's kind of an unfair advantage. And I heard it all from the people in the comments, like, oh, well, if you do it a certain way, you can kind of slip right past it, so yeah. No. Any of y'all play Mario know if you get so much as a Goomba's butt hair on your toe, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, you're dead. The hitbox wasn't there, you're lying. You're lying. And again, you had skills, so why not play it like a man? Why can't the world record simply stand from good playing on the real version? It's like, you're just wanting to wow everybody, and you're not fooling anyone. But the thing is, they are fooling a lot of the younger people that don't know what the game is, or they've never played it to know that these properties existing in it are indicative of a cheat. I don't want to jinx it, but I've got 10 men right now. I probably just did. Get off that bridge, you piece of shit! Shoot him, Rambo, you turd! No! He wouldn't shoot! Thing is, again, the 99 arrow bombs thing, yeah, that's cool. You will never need that many. And if you don't die anyway, which you really can't afford to, you'll have more than you'll ever need. You gotta make sure you advance enough, too, where the prisoner doesn't hike the prize out of the screen. Because if he hikes the arrow quiver out of the screen, it'll disappear. I'm not going to engage that grenadier. He's just in a position where I don't want to mess with him. God, the knife chuckers are brutal. You can fire the arrow in proximity of the house. It will blow up as long as you've got the shrapnel. And the shrapnel touches it. Which is kind of silly, but it's a nice perk of having that. Ah, see, there were 3 knife throwers on that one. Sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 3. You don't know. At this point, I'd lost count. I don't know if I have gotten 3 S's and 3 L's or not. Dude, get this guy off of me. The fuck, man? I can't even shoot. Damn dick-headed ass Rambo. This two-shot pea shooter. Da-duh. 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 Same 2 bullets each time. It's just, I mean, how long can this possibly be effective? You learn to do so much with so little in this game. And then when you die, again, it just feels like the Gradius effect. I've lost everything I've worked for, and I'm in the middle of chaos. "66 arrow bombs, 11 lives." This is where the ranges get longer, the cash gets even sweatier, stinkier, funkier, funner. Yeah, get out of here. You blew up your dadgum motorcycle, you jerk. Oh shit, I don't want to go through there. Fuck! Oh my god, if Rambo had any hair on his ass, it's gone now. And you know he did, along with some wicked Fremunda cheese from being out in the jungle for so long. He's scraping that out from under his fingernails for weeks. You know, I got some real wicked Fremunda, you know, I've been scratching my peanuts out here in the jungle. Yeah. So yeah, and talking about that, and again, the speedrunning community and all that good stuff. Who does the officiating? That's something else we talked about. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I think it's different for every event. And, you know, it may be going to charity and a good cause and all that. Whatever. That has nothing to do with me. People are accepting these times as the gospel. And if they're done on some hacked-out bulldookie of a ROM, then there should be, I mean, and I'm not saying there's no outrage in the community. There's always a couple comments that are like, oh, whatever, dude. But then they're coined as, oh, you're just a hater, brah, or do. Like, no, he's just asking you how you did that. You can't answer. You're going to correctly assume you're full of shit. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Rambo, if you could shoot some bullets, that'd be awesome. Alright. Jason Rotberg says, you got this. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good run here on Rambo. 13 lives, 69 arrow bombs. So let's see if Rambo and his 2 bullets can be badass enough. Oh, shit! Correction. Let's see if Rambo and his 5 arrow bombs can handle this. To say I'm a little deflated right now would be the understatement of the century. That didn't fucking hit me! This is where it all falls apart, right here. It's not the... You could have 100 lives, it wouldn't matter. It's the fact that you didn't lose one, and then all of a sudden you do, and it's like you just let the drain out of the bathtub. You are going to die more hardcore than you've ever died in your life now. Oh, we lucked out. The weapon system sometimes can be inoperable. The tanks, however, are fully operable. Okay, so here only the cannonball is operable. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is it. Oh my god, I'm gonna die of a stroke. We gotta get the tank out of there. Tank's gone. Oh, Rambo just took one in the head. Shit. Jason says, cut the thumb off game cheaters. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh my fucking god, dude. 31 years and it's over. It's fucking over. It's fucking over. Oh my god, it's fucking over.
Mission accomplished.
Oh my god, I'm gonna open a bottle of scotch. Oh my god. 31 years. 31 years and it's over. Oh my god, everybody, all of you that are with me right now, you are witnessing something, a level of such magnitude that I can't even describe to you. If I cry, don't judge me. A prisoner hut is worth 1,000 points. We fight for friends, I guess is the... So these are the two songs that they play during the levels. They do alternate. Ty Lord Stevenson has joined us. I don't know if he's just joined us, but if he did, he joined us at a hell of a great time. Thank you, everybody. I'm still shaking. I don't know what the hell. So the right answer was you have to destroy the two sides of the barricade with your machine gun. And I was shooting with arrow bombs and machine gun at the center face, both, just for good measure. Because who knows? With one life left. I'm not prepared to say goodbye to Rambo. Maybe for tonight. But I will be back to play this again. Because now, this is a whole different level. I feel like I can only improve upon this game tonight. It also begs the question on the subject that we were just discussing. Is it required that you play the actual cartridge? Have I just been training all these years on... Well, no, I haven't been, because I haven't had the EverDrive that long. This is just a bitch of a game. That's all I can say. It's hard as hell. And you could watch people's videos where they stomp it. Good for them. I did it for real tonight. And you saw it here first. And I'll say again, this was a video response to Thomas Torre's contest he's doing on his channel. I will link his channel in the description below so you can check that out. He's going to be giving away a few boxes of really cool stuff. But this game is my nemesis, man. This is the one I picked to be my nemesis, and it isn't anymore. Oh, man, that's like a sword pecker. You can't beat it. That's absolutely fantastic. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. I am so glad you guys were here with me to share this amazing freaking moment, this amazing victory in Emceemur Gaming. I am just blown away. Make sure that you like and make sure that you subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you like watching people play Rainbow First Blood Part 2 in the Sega Master System and beating the living shit out of it, because that is what I did tonight. I won't be able to sleep tonight. I'm just jacked up. This is just unbelievable. And make sure that you comment below. Let me know what you think. Love to get a conversation going with you. Hopefully we'll have some more action later on in the week. Speechless. I'm not really speechless. I speak a mile a minute, but there aren't words for this. I am just blown the hell away. And thank you guys so much for writing that out with me. Emceemur signing off for tonight, and we will see you again next time.
Live for nothing, or die for something.
Yeet, Rambo!